now I'm going to show you how to put in your photos and put in your texts as well. So we're already in the upload photos area. We're not going to be uploading any photos from here on out. We're going to just be putting blank photo boxes in. So when I click that blank, again, I'm going to click the standard, and I'm going to double click onto my Entourage website. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the corners and bring it up. And most likely, the good news is it's going to find the edges of your picture. And that's what we're hoping for. And it'll kind of snap to them. Let's see if that happened. Pretty good. Okay, I used Nudge, which you can use in Photoshop as well. And that is when I have something selected, I can use the up, down, left, and right arrows. So here again, I have something selected and I nudged it to the left and I nudged it to the right. And that also works in Photoshop. If you happened to design in Photoshop and instead of using the rectangular marquee tool, if you used the shape tool, this will snap a lot quicker for you. So I'm going to see if I can view a ruler, and I'm going to go ahead and snap that ruler on there because I think that's going to help you. You might have to see if that ruler is going to help make that any clearer. So once I have at least one photo in and I like the way it is, the fun thing about it is there is a cut and paste option just like in Photoshop. Now on our Macs you can do Command C, Command V, and there it is, it duplicated it. And I can start working that way. If you don't like command keys like that, the other thing that you can do is that you can use up at the top right-hand corner, there is a copy right here. So I'll copy this one and a paste option right next to it. And there I go again, I have another one to work with. I did find, though, this happened a minute ago when I was practicing, that when you do grab, it doesn't grab the new one, it grabs the one below. So now I'm grabbing the new one and I'm going to put that over the top of this. Because this one isn't totally snapping to the shape, that one did. That one definitely snapped to the shape. So it might be the color that you're using that might make it snap or not. But you want to make sure that your margins are going to look really clean. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate again. Copy up here, paste right here, and then I'm going to make sure that I click on this top one before I move it down. And that one did snap. So I think once you get going, that snap function is going to work for you, which will be fabulous. It'll make it so much easier. You spent all the time in Photoshop getting those to look so nice and clean. And then once we get into this Entourage, it's just going to make our yearbook just fabulous. So again, I prefer to use keystrokes. So I'm doing Command C, Command V. And I want to make sure I grab this top one to move over here, stretch it to where I need it. And I think when you're stretching it, you're going to want to make sure that you keep the margins really close. So again, I'm going to Command C, Command V, and move that over. Now, it is choosing to align right there. So it's pretty smart. It's finding that alignment. And again, Command C, Command V. I'm going to grab that one and move it over. It snapped to the alignment there. So this is all good stuff. And I think I want to nudge that a little. Actually, I don't think that this one is specifically big enough. I might make it a little bit bigger and nudge it to the right. So I use the left arrow on my computer to make that where I want it. So you can see I would keep doing that with the photo boxes. Now I'll go ahead and get into text. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pretend that this is a subtitle and this is a title. Okay, so I'm going to get out of this and I'm going to go to the text box. And what you're going to find, this is super important, is that we've already chosen the fonts for the yearbook. We're not going to use these. I tried to get rid of them, but they don't work. We're going to use Forge Title, Forge Subtitle, and Forge Caption, because the name of our yearbook this year is Forging, right? So then you'll remember, oh yeah, this is the right one. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my Forge title, and I'm going to double click over here because that's where I want the text box to come in. And it's already chosen a size that we want to start with. And then the same thing. We don't have to deal with any of this, y'all, because we have already programmed it on the right-hand side. So you don't even need this. And we're going to go ahead again and match that. So that's my Forge title. And I told you I'm going to pretend like this one is a subtitle. So I would hit the Forge subtitle, double click, and move that subtitle to, whoops, Command Z moves it back in place, or this backwards moves it in place. But again, on your Macintosh computer, Command Z will move you backwards. It's going to snap to what we already have there. That's going to be so great because it's going to help with our alignment. Okay, so this one, again, is the subtitle, which is this Euro style at 24. And then I'll just go ahead and do a text box, and for text boxes, that will be this Aristotle caption. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to double click on my page, and it looks small, but it works out well for the yearbook. So I'm actually trying to grab this right now. There, I got it. Grab it and move it. I don't know why it's not letting me move it. Let's try again. Let me click outside of it, and I'll click again. Sometimes you just have to get out of it first before you can move it. Okay, it's not letting me move this. There. There's the move tool. When you see a hand in Photoshop and also on this website, it's a move tool. So now I have demonstrated how to put photos in, how to put a header in, a subheader, and a text. And we will leave them at the size they're at, and when the photography class gets the heads, the titles in and subtitles, they might change the size of it, but we'll let them change the size of it. So always when you're finished, and when we were in LifeTouch, we did this a lot, go up here and push the save button. And you want to save. In LifeTouch, we always saved a couple times because it was a super bummer when we didn't have it. So I'm going to go ahead and save again. And when you get everything done, we're going to go back and click that backdrop. And I know that backdrop happened to be the one that I locked. So I'm going to unlock it, and then I'm going to delete it. And the way that I delete it, well, I'm not sure because I just tried to push the delete key and that didn't work. So let's see if I can put that in the trash. There I went. I put it in the trash, and there we go. We have our new design that you guys put together with all the work that you did, and I'm super proud, and I can't wait to see how this yearbook is gonna look. You guys are awesome. I love you. I miss you already. Go out and change your world for the better. Bye.